Welcome back to the EDC Gear Guy channel. I have got something special for you in this video. If you are a Revolver guy or gal, this will be an absolute game changer. I kind of hate saying that. It's a game changer. But it just happens to be true with this awesome speed loader. What we'll be diving into today is the Zev Industries 18-round speed loader. Yes, you heard me correctly. The real key to this thing is that it works. Not only does it just plain work, it pretty much fits every 6-round 357 or 38 special revolver ever made. Even the Kimber K6. That's right, you can carry 18 rounds of speed loading glory right in your front pocket. And if you're like me, you can slip this puppy into the magazine pocket of your cargo pants where it fits perfectly. So, at Kaztak.com, we love us some new and unique speed loaders, especially when it's filling a need that previous speed loaders lack. And this fits right in with the rest of the speed loading greatness that we have available at the website. The link to this bad boy will be in the description, so let's get into it. This is the Hoss right here that we're talking about. And as you can see, it is a stacked loading system with a push button type down release, or push down type of release, I suppose. Sort of like an SL variant has. The difference is that an SL variant is spring-loaded, whereas this, like most other speed loaders, is gravity-fed. Now, oftentimes a gravity-fed thing can be a pain in the ass because the rounds get hung up and you just have to jiggle them for like precious seconds in order to get them to drop. Like, you know, with your classic HKS-style speed loaders. Most newer speed loaders, though, that have come out, they figured out this problem. Or at least made the design smooth enough so it really minimizes the problem. As this one has. I haven't had that issue with this speed loader. So, let's show you how this thing works. So here we have a good assortment of different brands of firearms, of revolvers, 6-shot 357/38 special revolvers. And this will work in all of them. But it will also work in all of these. Yeah. So let's read this list. Armscore 206. That's the M206. That's their little snub nose. The M200. That's their 4-inch model. Charter Arms Police Undercover. Professional 2. Professional 3. Professional 5. Professional 6. The whole Chiappa Rhino series in 357. It will work with them all. 357 Magnum. This is the Dan Wessons now. 357 Mag Service, 357 Mag Service Pork Chop, 357 Mag Target, 357 Mag Target Pork Chop, the 38 Special Little Dan, the 38 Special Service, and the 38 Special Target. How about Rossi? Rossi models 351, 851, 951, 971. Ruger will work with all of the 6 series of Rugers, including the Security 6, the Police Service 6, and the Speed 6, as well as their bigger, younger brother, the GP100, provided that it's a 6-shot GP100, not 7, obviously. Smith & Wesson, long list here, 38 Combat Masterpiece, 38 Military and Police, 38 Victory, Airweight, Carry Comp, Combat Magnum, K38 Masterpiece, K-Frame, all K-Frames, Military and Police Magnum, NYCPD, Distinguished Combat Magnum, all of your L-frames, model 581, 586, 681, 686, obviously in 6-shot. But that means it should work with your Highway Patrolman and all those Spanish models that they copied all of the L-frames with in Spain back in like the 70s. Should have no problem working with them too. How about the TARS? 606, 65, 66, 669, 689, 80, 82. Again, there's going to be a bunch of Tauruses in there. Any Taurus, for the most part, that's a 357 or 38 and is a 6-shot. This should work with them. If it works with those that I just, at the manufacturer list, I don't see why it wouldn't work with the others. And then, yes, the Kimber K6S. And if you own one of these, you understand how difficult it is to get a speed loader that's not a twist top. In fact, you can't get one. All other speed loaders get jammed when you try and use them. And they just don't work. I can use, let me rephrase that. I'm able to use the rapid loader to load this. But it's a little tricky, and you got to be really good at it. So even the rapid loader doesn't fit this gun, unless you're me, because I'm like the rapid loader master. But this thing, please, what are you talking about? Loaded. When I figured out that this thing worked with my Kimber, I just about lost it. So how do you load this thing? Well, what you do is you place the rounds in it like a this, and you press the button in the middle, and they drop into place. Now, if these weren't here, they would drop all the way to the bottom. Obviously, the next row would drop to the next row, and so on and so forth. Another gun that's super hard to get speed loaders that work for. Everybody makes one, but half of them just don't work. Is the Colt Python, because of the closeness of the cylinder to the frame, as well as the larger grips. I mean, you can get the smaller grips, but this gun sucks with smaller grips. Why would you do that? It just makes no sense. But guess what? Guess what works in this gun too? Yeah, that's right. Loaded. All right, how about Ruger 6 Series, loaded. And, of course, the K-frame. This is a 1948 pre-Model 10 Smith & Wesson. Just an incredibly accurate, amazing pencil barrel gun. This could have been in the military. This could have been a police officer's gun. I don't know. But it is a K-frame, so, of course, this loads this gun as well. These are 357 dummies, so they don't fit all the way down this cylinder. But if they were 38s, they'd fit just fine. So yes, this is officially the everything speed loader. It pretty much works with anything that is 6-shot, 357, or 38 special. I mean, what else can I say? There's no other speed loader on earth that can do all that. There just isn't. The only thing that even comes remotely close is the rapid loader. But it's not even a challenge with whose list is longer. Anyway, friggin' amazing. So, also, this speed loader can be turned into a single stack speed loader. So if you look here in the top, there's obviously the cartridge holes, but there's 4 small holes here, 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 and here. Now you get a mini screwdriver and you take the screws out of that, and this front piece up to here will come off. And that's what this is, as you can see. And then you take your little sport grip handle that comes with this in the box, and you attach it with screws. You remove, obviously, these screws and put them there, and you have a single stack as well. And it works the same. Push button style. It loads the same. Everything's the same. If you don't want to carry the big old beast in your pocket, I mean, this is really, really a good thing for people that carry the Kimber like I do. Because maybe you're just going to somewhere where you don't need... I know this thing's so dirty. I need to clean it. I shoot it a lot. I love it. Maybe I don't need this big thing. I'm not going to be going anywhere far. And just, one reload is enough. Here we go. I got a reload that will work in my freaking Kimber. So, yeah. We will be selling these. We are selling these at Castac.com. You're welcome. All right, so like I said before, you can toss this loader into the front pocket, right? It's tall enough that it's not going to end up sideways in your pocket like a lot of other speed loaders do. For you ladies who are cursed to wear pants that have like 2-inch deep pockets, probably won't be the best fit. But you could slip one of these into your purse, and it'd be a hell of a lot easier to find than a regular speed loader would be, hanging out in your purse, obviously because of how big and obvious it is. Plus, it's about the perfect size to fit in one of those like internal pockets that most purses have. And for y'all dudes who like to borrow and wear your girlfriend's skinny jeans, well, I mean, it's going to leave a bulge in your pants. It's probably bigger than the one you're normally packing, so congrats to you. Now, the cartridges protrude enough so that they protect the button from accidentally being pushed and dropping your rounds. And even if in some, you can see here, even if somehow miraculously that did happen, well, there's plenty more where those came from. So, yeah. So how did I not think of this design up myself years ago is beyond me. But I'm glad it's here. And now I can attest to its validity as I have carried it extensively in the past 6 weeks or so. 5 weeks. Did I mention it fits my Kimber K6? Just saying. So how about the RLAs of this device, the real-life applications? Number one, obviously, as I've been saying, even though it's clearly not small, as you can see, this is just about the most compact way to carry 3 full reloads for your revolver on your person. So for me, the number one RLA, real-life application, is EDC reloads for my EDC 6-shooter. Like I said before, this is... go find yourself a 10mm 18-round magazine. It's going to be the same size as this. Might even be bigger in certain dimensions. All right, number two. If you're a guy who keeps a revolver in the bedside for home defense, I would think that grabbing this thing and throwing it in your pajama pants pocket wouldn't be the worst idea, especially if you're not sure what, the exact situation is you're going to walk into or how many dudes you're about to encounter. Just a thought. Now, that being said, I don't recommend a revolver for home defense, but I know some of you guys out there do just that. So if that's you, y'all need to get a few of these for sure. Keep them in your bedside stand. Easy way, number three, would be an easy way to keep a bunch of ammo on you for your hiking, camping, /bear, /big cat defense revolver when you're in the woods. If you live on the East Coast like me, and you do a lot of Appalachian mountain type stuff, the 357 can pretty much handle any black bear or, anything, wildcat that comes at you. So yeah, I mean, I carried a 6-inch barreled Ruger Security 6 for years as my deep wood self-protection gun when I was in my the early years of my yearly solo camping trips, which I do take every year. I would have loved to have one of these within quick reach when I was hiking. Like strapped to my the strap over my shoulder to my pack or something like that. And then I would have loved to have 2 more of them in my pack instead of carrying a box of ammo. This way you have them packed up and ready to go, but at a moment's notice. They're packed up for storage, but at a moment's notice you can use them. I like that. And this kind of leads us into number 4, right into the next real-life application. A great way to store your ammo when you're traveling. It beats keeping a box of ammo with you, right? So, for instance, I travel alone every year to go to my solo camping spot. It's generally anywhere, depending on where I'm going, anywhere from like an 8-hour to a 16-hour drive. And usually I'll stop at some point during the drive and get a hotel room, just so I can eat food and watch TV and relax halfway through my trip. Or, there's been times when I've just crashed at a rest stop in my vehicle. This is perfect. This way I'm armed and ready without any, all kinds of preparation. When I'm in a hotel room, I put my revolver right on the bedside stand and usually a speed loader next to it. From now on, this is how I do it, next to it. If I'm in the car sleeping, well, just put this in your cup holder, right? So yeah, I would imagine just as a way to store your ammunition, but have it ready to roll. I love that whole theory. Now, number 5, RLA. If you carry a revolver most of the time, like I do, keeping 1 or 2 of these loaded and ready in your middle console of your vehicle isn't the worst idea. If your state allows such a thing, which most do. This way you're ready to go all, Rick Grimes if the zombie apocalypse kicks off, while you're away from home in your car. Or maybe, who knows, a bunch of communist zombies are blocking the roadways and pulling people out of their cars to hurt or kill them. Either way, you're packing enough rounds and you are ready to go. Number 6, real life application. It sort of ties in from the last one. Fast loading 18-round storage devices for your bug out bag or your get home bag. Again, much more practical than a box of ammo. You could keep 3 or even 4 of these, and they're not expensive, in your bug out bag or your get home bag, and yeah, good to go. And of course, number 7, RLA, real life application. The really obvious use for these is to have multiple reloads ready to go at the range. Think about it. So picture this. You have 2 or 3 of these, right? So you have 3 of these loaded and ready to go while shredding targets at the range. When your buddy steps up for their turn to shoot, you're just reloading these things, your 18-round speed loaders. Once he or she is done their round of shooting, voila, you're ready to drop 6 to 9 more cylinders at the targets again. And I mean, that's another really, really obvious real-life application for these. If you have 3 of these at the range with you, that's 9 cylinders of non-stop shooting. So this speed loader might just be the greatest shooting range speed loader of all time. Just saying. So, okay, obviously this thing is awesome. Obviously you need to get you some. And obviously Kaztak.com is the single greatest online revolver speed loader website on earth. Link is in the description below for this and for the website. Do us a favor, and all the other YouTubers you watch who are kicked to the back of the algorithm due to their love of the Second Amendment, hit that like button, like now, like right now. Just hit it. Click it. And if you're looking for everything, knife, gun, prepping, EDC, that kind of thing, subscribe. And go check out my other videos. So, thanks for watching. EDC Gear Guy out.